Is the Catholic Church a power for good in the world today? That is the big question that we as Catholics need to answer. Because the Church is not its church buildings. It is not simply its religious priests, brothers, sisters, bishops. It is not its institutions. The Church is us, all of us together, the body of Christ. Do we know how the Church is a power for good? Do we know how we can be part of that power for good? It of course begins with a relationship to Jesus Christ, a living encounter that vitalizes and revitalizes our lives, that gives us the power and energy to love and do good selfless for the other. The world faces unprecedented challenges today, from the crisis of violence, racial and religious tensions, to a growing economic inequality, to innumerable immigrants and refugees seeking a home, to climate change, to a vacuum in global leadership. The Church also faces challenges, the disillusionment and discouragement that have come from the scandals shaking the faith of so many. The promise of a secular society that claims to fulfill by itself our human needs leaves so many anxious and empty. Or have we as believers become too closed and comfortable, immune to the cries of the poor, uncaring to the victims of abuse and violence? The world needs the magnificent joy and beauty of the living body of Christ to give us courage and hope. Then, with the courage and confidence that comes from this encounter with the living God of love, Pope Francis invites us to go out onto the streets. I want us to resist everything worldly, everything static, everything comfortable, everything that might make us closed in on ourselves. The Church needs our courage in order to give witness to truth. In this way, we can be that power for good that transforms and enlivens our precious world. The Shrine of St. Joseph invites all people of goodwill to see the power for good in the middle of all the changes and challenges we face, and more importantly, to be that power for good.